Welcome and good evening, everyone. I am Marcus Becerra, Senior Class President. To begin our program this evening, joining me at the podium are Sabrina Saley, Senior Class Secretary, and Haley Short, Senior Class Treasurer.
Will everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors? Gentlemen of Clear Falls, please remove your mortar boards. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in reciting the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I'd like to welcome everyone to Challenger Columbia Stadium, where we have gathered tonight to celebrate and honor the graduates of 2018. There are a few words I would like to dedicate to my class. This year has been a roller coaster for our community, especially with the recent occurrence with our neighbors in Santa Fe. We witnessed these horrific acts happening everywhere, but we never expected it to happen so close to home. It's infuriating that I felt the need to use the word expected. Because we shouldn't have to expect something like this to happen. We are the knights. A knight symbolizes courage. A knight faces the enemy head on and never backs down. As knights, we need to be the leaders of our generation to better the future of generations to come. Remember, we are the future parents. We are the future workers. We are the future leaders. We are the future. I would like Santa Fe High School to know that we stand with them because in order to impact the change we want to see, we must love, care, and help one another. Earlier in the year, Harvey came and caused devastation among us. And to those who were affected or are still recovering, you have my support and prayers. Then, the Astros won the World Series, which can be seen as an amazing feat because we had gone from being underwater to having our city win the World Series for the first time. In my eyes, these diplomas we're receiving tonight are a greater achievement than winning the World Series. Each graduate here has shown that he or she is capable to tackle the world head on and set a precedent for those who follow. Now, if that's not something to be proud of, then I don't know what is. I'm honored to say that I have participated in multiple extracurricular activities that have each molded me in a unique manner. I won't list them all, but there are two programs that are dear to my heart: Clear Falls Football and the Clear Falls Theater Department. Although football taught me some of my greatest life lessons, theater is where I found my home at Clear Falls. Each of you also found a home, or maybe multiple. We've grown comfortable in each of our respected homes at Clear Falls, and it pains us to leave because of all the memories we have made in them and how we've grown because of them. We can't forget about the unwavering support we receive from our families, friends, Clear Falls staff. Without their support, I'm not sure if we would have made it this far. I'm very proud of our class and what we have accomplished. Always remember the values that we were taught here, those being courage, integrity, respect, citizenship, loyalty, and excellence. Remember these, that so wherever we go, we will have left an imprint of Clear Falls High School around the world. I believe in each and every one of you, and I wish you all the very best on your endeavors that are yet to come. Thank you, and congratulations. Now, please welcome Ms. Catherine Turner, your senior class historian.
Thank you, Marcos. As we gather today in Challenger Columbia Stadium, we pause to remember the astronauts who perished in both the Challenger and Columbia space missions. Many of these astronauts also served their country in the military. These brave men and women have all served their country with pride, honor, and courage. Graduates, if you have committed to serve in any branch of the military, please stand and be recognized. At this time, we would also like to ask that all men and women who are currently serving or have served in any branch of the military, please stand so that we may honor your service to our country. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, please welcome Class Vice President, Ms. Hattie Fonestock.
It is with much pride that I introduce to you the members of the Clear Creek Independent School District's Board of Trustees. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Board President, Ms. Paige Rander. Vice President, Dr. Laura DuPont. Secretary, Mr. Jay Cunningham. Trustee, Ms. Jennifer Braudel. Trustee, Ms. Ann Hammond. Trustee, Mr. Chris Reed. Trustee, Mr. Arturo Sanchez. It is now my pleasure to recognize and thank the district leadership from the Education Support Center. Please stand and be recognized. Because our ceremony honors the school experience from kindergarten through 12th grade, I would also like to introduce the principals of our pre-K through 12 community. Please stand as I call your name. Audience, please hold your applause until each guest is recognized. Ms. Kimberly Briard, League City Intermediate. Ms. Deborah Johnson, Mossman Elementary. Ms. Sharon Lopez, Seabrook Intermediate. Dr. Brittany Moses, Stewart Elementary. Mr. Anthony Nastasi, Hyde Elementary. Mr. James Thomas, Bayside Elementary, Intermediate, I'm sorry. Ms. Erin Tite, Bay Elementary. At this time, it is my honor to recognize the members of the Clear Falls High School leadership team. Counselors and principals, will you please stand and be recognized? Now please welcome to the podium our principal, Mr. Paul House.
Good evening, parents, grandparents, family members, friends, CCISD trustees, and fellow educators. I would like to welcome you here tonight as we celebrate the Clear Falls High School Class of 2018. Gathering to recognize this outstanding group of young women and young men is always a special moment. Seniors, congratulations. You have reached the finish line of one of the greatest milestones of your young lives. You are the class of 2018. And we are proud of what you have accomplished, and we look forward to what you will become. This is a class who leaves Clear Falls High School having accomplished so many things. Seniors, you experienced many firsts. You are the first graduates of Falls to experience such a wide array of meteorological events, including an eclipse and a hurricane, all in the course of 1 week. And snow and ice that extended our winter break. Only in Texas, right? We have our first triplets to graduate from Clear Falls High School. Yes, the Richard siblings conclude their time as students at Falls, and we wish them well. Brianna Garcia showed determination and perseverance in overcoming injury to become the first state champion in track in our school's history. Our varsity baseball team won its first district championship. We competed at state and national levels in sports, dance, cheer, fine arts, DECA, Latin, FFA, and UIL. Moreover, seniors, you are examples of our CCISD core values and our village circle words. You have shown courage, integrity, respect, citizenship, loyalty, and excellence through your daily activities and helping others. But perhaps the value that defines this class above all others is caring. Those of you in honor societies cared enough to give over 6,000 hours of service to your school and your community. Class of 2018, you raised funds for cancer victims. You cleaned the wetlands. You mentored our young knights at the Education Village and beyond. And seniors, when our neighbors in Santa Fe faced their darkest hours, you cared. You cared enough to roll up your sleeves and donate blood to ensure that the supplies were met. And certainly, I must mention your unselfishness when Hurricane Harvey wielded its destructive winds and flooding waters. You acted without hesitation to assist friends and strangers. We will never forget the hours you spent ripping out carpet and sheetrock, offering bottles of fresh water, or how you banded together to ensure our friends at HEB could open so much needed supplies and food could reach our community's families. Seniors, you were and are builders of hope. Class of 2018, there is no doubt that you are an ambitious, driven, and successful group. You set goals and develop plans to achieve them. And while setting goals and working towards them is greatly important, I encourage you to also stay engaged in the moment. Remain connected to what is most important and often what is right in front of us. Simple, meaningful moments. You see, recently, I came home from a particularly difficult day at Falls. And as she always does, my 5-year-old ran up to me to give me a hug. Only this time, she was imploring me to pick her up and dance with her to her favorite song. In my mind, thoughts of the many responsibilities of being a high school principal continued to demand my attention, even as she tugged at my pant leg. I dismissed her, saying I was very tired, and could we wait until another time? Her face showed the disappointment. My wife stood in the kitchen observing this interaction. In the wisdom that all wives and mothers possess, she stated words that hit me like a punch to the gut. She looked at me and said, "You know, she is going to grow up. One day, you will put her down for the last time, and you won't pick her up again for a dance." At that moment, all of the jumbled tasks that were clouding my mind were shattered. Her message was painfully clear to me, and that is the message I share with you tonight. Seniors, do not let your focus on what might be rob you of the precious and meaningful moments that are sometimes hidden in simplicity. You see, each of you will leave here tonight with your ambitions and your eagerness for what lies ahead. You will work hard and spend countless hours to achieve your goals. Those are noble and important things. But in that, don't forget that our most important responsibilities are often right in front of us in what may be disguised as insignificant moments. The great American poet Walt Whitman wrote this about being in the moment: happiness, not in another place, but in this place. Not for another hour, but this hour. Seniors, make each hour the hour, and be sure to have one more dance. Congratulations, class of 2018, and good luck in all your endeavors. At this time, please join me in welcoming our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Greg Smith.
Well, good evening and welcome to Apollo Field at Challenger-Columbia Stadium. On behalf of the thousands of people who are here in the stands and those watching from afar online, our heartfelt congratulations, because we need your generation. We need your generation to be the next greatest generation, to lift up those burdened in poverty and oppression, to welcome the stranger, build a community based on love and not fences, to fight bravely for justice, much like that great generation of our ancestors in the last century. I guarantee you that a master teacher like Mr. Anthony Tran would not be teaching at Clear Falls High School today if somebody did not step up to help him, and he has been paying it forward ever since. You know, it's been a 13-year journey to this point, and tonight you are prepared to race out of here and harness the great opportunities that lie ahead in college, the military, or the workforce. This journey started with things we loved, like highly sophisticated challenges such as hide and seek, recess, field day, private lessons in band and orchestra, and progressed toward braces, a driver's license, prom, and finally, root canal type assessments that some refer to as AP exams. But before we say, on your mark, get set, go, please take the time to reflect on the experiences of Clear Falls High School that have led to this defining moment, that have defined you as a knight. You have an armor of courage, courage to take a risk, knowing failure is very, very likely as an option. Rosalinda Martinez Gonzalez knows what this feels like. She immigrated here with virtually no transferable credits last January. Determined to cram 4 years in a short window, she took a leap of faith and took hold of the support of many at her side. She earned credits by exams, went to summer school, online school, and succeeded in all the foreign language fluency and writing assessments. She is here tonight and will walk across this stage having met all the requirements of a Texas high school diploma. This is the American dream, proving once again that education occurs anywhere, any place, and at any time. Knights have heart. We saw it in full force when the school year started with the devastation of the storm, and I could not be more proud to see the green t-shirts throughout the streets and neighborhoods of Clear Creek ISD. I was in many ways a very, very proud father when I saw the tweet from the Clear Falls football team that HEB needed help because many of their employees couldn't get to work. No, they didn't need the Cajun Navy, they needed the Clear Falls Knights. That one tweet, and we know that's all it takes sometimes, to launch an army of student athletes converging on the store to sack groceries, help fill carts, and more importantly, show the community what this generation is truly all about. Your genuine care for one another continues, as I know your thoughts and prayers are with our friends in Santa Fe. And this is a difficult time for that entire community, but they have been overwhelmed by your graciousness and support. Our thoughts are also with Cameron Conklin, who is graduating here tonight. Her father passed away unexpectedly this year, and this class surrounded her with the love and support in her time of need. And Cameron, I'm sure your father is watching over you tonight and could not be more proud of you, just as we are. You know, Knights have extraordinary talent as evidenced in the classroom, on the field, and on the stage. Christopher Ruben Graff is one of them. Ruben, as his friends call him, is a self-taught filmmaker. No formal training, though you wouldn't know it based on his work. Ruben is often asked to put together a short production for the school in a moment's notice. His gift will be missed. He is dedicated to his dream of becoming an indie filmmaker, so we'll be seeing his name in credits for sure. We are here to celebrate your accomplishments, students, but I am most excited about the ones you have yet to achieve. As a graduate of Clear Falls High School and the Clear Creek Independent School District, you're among an elite group of graduates that have not only earned credits to graduate, but have earned the admiration and respect from the adults around you tonight. Speaking of which, students, would you please join me in thanking your family, parents, and friends who are here to support you this evening. So your chapter is closed in Clear Creek ISD, but your book is still to be authored. So as you leave here tonight, I want you to think about your favorite hiding place as a child during your hide and seek game. And know that your time is up here. It's time to come out from underneath your table or from behind a tree, because ready or not, here come the Knights of Clear Falls, leading the way as the next greatest generation of all time. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. It is my honor tonight to introduce our next two speakers, your two highest ranking seniors. The salutatorian of the class of 2018 is the son of Yu Wang and Ling Wen. This fall, he will be attending the University of Texas at Austin to pursue a degree in physics. He is a four-year superintendent scholar, has the prestigious distinction of being named a National Merit Scholar. Your salutatorian, Mr. Alan Chin-Hao Wen.
For the last 3 graduations, I've sat in the back with the band, listening to the speeches from Vals and Sals of years gone by. Being an inexperienced underclassman, I've always wondered, why don't any of them ever cry? After all, receiving the honor to speak in front of your class after 4 years of hard work must create a very emotional experience. However, I'm not crying right now and do not plan on doing so anytime soon, due to a couple of reasons that became increasingly obvious to me in the weeks leading up to graduation. First, as important as this ceremony is, it only serves as the physical end to our time in high school, but all of the worthwhile memories and emotions remain. It is impossible to compare dressing up in a green robe for a night and walking across the stage to our remarkable experiences of high school. 4 years of late nights spent studying, dramatic performances in front of packed stadiums, almost winning world championships, rebuilding after hurricanes. If you name it, someone out there has accomplished it as a result of their blood, sweat, and tears. We have all had our share of struggles to overcome, tremendous victories, and crushing defeats that have come to define who we are, and we will take these lessons with us no matter what happens in the future. Along the way, we have all had the pleasure to meet a cast of wonderful students, teachers, and family members that have helped us survive these 4 long years. Because of the people around me, I leave high school as a more meticulous scientist, skilled musician, and thoughtful friend compared to my former self, and there's no way that my appreciation for these people will diminish as a result of me leaving high school. As cliche as it sounds, I really think we shouldn't cry because it's over, but smile because it happened. Of course, I think that a lot of us are just ready for this all to be over. The approaching summer and first semester of college will certainly draw no tears from me. Now, of course, high school is kind of a necessary evil at times. I will admit, sometimes it is hard to see why you're here when all you're doing is finding out how many watermelons Sally has after she buys 10 and eats 6. But trusting the learning process is the only way we can prepare ourselves for what comes after today. Now that we're off to college or the real world, we are a step closer to truly shaping our world by building rockets, saving the environment, providing for our families, and so much more. The scope of our existence has become unimaginably broader, and our dreams broader still. There could be one person in the crowd right now with the brains to send humans to Mars or the guts to make tough decisions in hopes that our nation's schools are safer for future generations of students. I don't know about you, but the chance to improve the world around us excites me to no end. At the end of the day, I just want to congratulate my fellow graduates for making it this far, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. It has been an honor and privilege to impart some final words of wisdom to the class of 2018.
Our highest ranking senior is the daughter of Susan and Ronaldo Gomez. She will attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology this fall, where she will pursue a degree in engineering. A 4-time superintendent scholar, a National Merit Commended and Hispanic Scholar, the valedictorian of the class of 2018, Ms. Marlena Carol Gomez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, family, friends, and students of the class of 2018. I am honored to have the opportunity to speak for you on this occasion. First, I would like to take a moment to appreciate all of those who have helped me get here, especially my legs for supporting me, my arms for always being by my side, and my fingers because I have always been able to count on them. Truthfully, though, I would not have become the person I am today without my parents, my sisters, Louisa, Audrey, Julia, and Eva, and the many wonderful teachers I have had the opportunity to learn from in my years here at Clear Falls, not limited to Mr. Tran, Mr. Klingon, Miss Makepeace, and Mr. Cohan. Additionally, I would like to thank all the unsung heroes in our daily lives. The janitors who work tirelessly after school hours to keep our school pristine, the lunch ladies who cook and serve our food each day, and our families who drove us to and from school and practices and devoted so much of their time so we could stand here today. The school year began with 4 short days, followed by 2 long and treacherous weeks of break. And while these past few years were flooded with new experiences, now memories, it is those 2 weeks, the torrential rain and its aftermath, which will remain etched in my mind most deeply. In the end, I learned people do not stand alone, but rather they stand supported by many, by their legs, their families, and also their teachers, friends, and entire communities. See, nothing lasts forever, and like floodwaters sucked out to sea, the good and the bad both leave eventually. After today, a new chapter begins. The umbrella which has been our support system, shielding and protecting us from the heavy downpour of the world, will vanish as we enter adulthood. For as adults, there are no lunch ladies who make food when you are in too much of a hurry in the early morning to put together a meal. And there are no janitors to clean up after you're gone. And likely, no parents just a phone call and a few minutes away should you need them. But this protective umbrella will not vanish entirely, for as Hurricane Harvey proved, the people you need will be there when you need them. Now I would tell you about the boundless opportunities and wonderful experiences which will come after this chapter in our lives, if only I knew what they were. However, while the future remains as uncertain as the next major tropical storm, I can say already this class has achieved much. Our class has accomplished individuals in a broad and diverse range of activities, from theater arts to music and athletics. We have student-driven clubs for Latin, rocketry, ping pong, bowling, gardening, volunteering, and many more. And most impressively, in the wake of Hurricane Harvey, we have come together as a community to clean up, rebuild, and improve. This class consists of close to 600 students, and I can profess to know only a small fraction, but there are undoubtedly numerous others as accomplished and inspiring as those I have had the fortune to meet. I cannot be more grateful to have been a part of this class, and judging from our accomplishments at Clear Falls, I have every reason to believe we will go on to achieve many more great things. Lastly, as you walked into the stadium, perhaps you noticed the words of former President Ronald Reagan inscribed above the entrance. The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted, it belongs to the brave. Class of 2018, there lies a future ahead of us. For some it may be college, for others the military, and for still others an independent path altogether. I will do my best to face the future with bravery, whether there are clear skies or tropical storms, and my hope is you will too. Thank you, class of 2018. I wish the best of luck to everyone here, and congratulations.
Thank you, Marlena. Dr. Smith, please join me at the podium. Dr. Smith, I hereby certify that these students have successfully completed the course of study at Clear Falls High School as prescribed by the state of Texas. In addition, they have satisfied all the graduation requirements as stipulated by the Board of Trustees of the Clear Creek Independent School District.
Mr. House, I accept your certification and hereby declare these students as graduates of Clear Falls High School and the Clear Creek Independent School District with all of the pertinent honors, rights, and privileges. Congratulations, students.
To preserve the dignity and significance of this momentous event and to ensure that every family has the opportunity to hear their student's name read, we ask that you refrain from using air horns, whistles, or noisemakers and remain seated in the bleachers for the entire ceremony. We appreciate your cooperation.
At this time, we are ready to begin the distribution of diplomas. Our first graduate tonight, the valedictorian, Marlena Carol Gomez, summa cum laude. Salutatorian, Alan Chinhao Win, summa cum laude. Class President, Marcos Vidal Bucera, cum laude. Class Vice President, Hattie Marie Fonestock, summa cum laude. Class Secretary, Sabrina Kate Staley, magna cum laude. Class Treasurer, Haley Danielle Short, summa cum laude. Class Historian, Catherine Elizabeth Turner, magna cum laude.
Alex Samput Apate, summa cum laude. Maya Abanasser, magna cum laude. Raquel Mahias Ackerman. Jose David Acosta Santos. Philip Albert Adams. Uluwa Damilola Michael Adigbate. Parinas A. Madafar. Alexis Alipio. Sierra Jade Alvarado. Alexandra Olivia Anderson, cum laude. Alexandra Renee Anderson, cum laude. Keegan Scott Anderson. Joseph Michael Andujo. Lainey Joe Arbogast. Angel Elise Patrice Archibald. Cameron Brianne Ard, summa cum laude. Darian Cesar Arias. Mary Rose Asdale, summa cum laude. James John Ashmus IV. Megan Page Aubert. Bailey Morgan O'Quinn, magna cum laude. Gabriel Paul Anthony Avila. Amanda Christine Elmer. Yvette Mauricia Baena. Benjamin David Baker. Dylan Wright Baker. Shelby Renee Banks. Keenan Wayne Barker. Abby Brooke Barnes, magna cum laude. Alexis Rain Barnett. Haley Adalia Barnett, cum laude. Ethan Alexander Barrios. Jason Robert Bartlett. Wyatt John Batchelor. Stephanie Halili Bautista, magna cum laude. Bailey Elizabeth Becca, summa cum laude. Reese Lawrence Beddingfield. Avery Madeline Beagle. Anne-Marie Bennett, cum laude. Sasha Jade Bennett, magna cum laude. Alexandra Rose Benoit. Anna Marie Benzai. Emma Jane Bernatz, magna cum laude. Darian Colby Berry. Zachary Ryan Beaversdorf. Colin Zane Bickford. Samantha Brooke Belot, summa cum laude. Natalia Nicole Bien, cum laude. Elizabeth Blakemore Binger, magna cum laude. Thomas Wilson Bledsoe. Peyton Nicole Blewett. Jack Andrew Blundell. Julie Margaret Blythe. Joshua Travis Bolthouse.
Jacob Reuben Bond. Patrick David Bonardin. Colin Ryan Boozer. Lawrence Roger Bourne. Georgia K. Boker. Christopher Ray Bozeman. Cameron Willis Brabston, summa cum laude. Ty Jonathan D. Brady. Tatiana Summer Genevieve Braun. Ashley Hope Bristow, cum laude. William Randall Broadus. Dylan Matthew Brooks. Aaron Tara Brown, magna cum laude. Edward Joseph Brownlee. Brandon Bernard Buggs, Jr. Douglas Anthony Byerly. Joseph Wade Kaup. Raquel Ann Calvillo. Jacob Anthony Carrillo. Karen Alexandra Camaro. Jacob Wesley Campbell. Shelby Nicole Campbell. Jennifer Cantu. Lena Marie Capelli. Jacob Russell Carmichael, cum laude. Kelly Ashlyn Carranza. Richard Clyde Carrasco. Alyssa Lauren Carico, summa cum laude. Valerio Carrillo. Gabriela Marie Casas. Elena Faith Castillo, summa cum laude. Angela Natalie Centeno. Faith Centeno. Caesar David Chapa. Shakira Artis Chapman. Sydney Lynette Chatalier. Alyssa Rachel Chin, summa cum laude. Reese Owen Choate. Amanda Julianne Mortel Chupanco, magna cum laude. Austin Michael Cleary. Heather Audrey Klingen. Taylor Lene Cohn. Taylor Robert Cobb. Joseph Nicholas Cochia. Ireland Mackenzie Cochran, summa cum laude. Willis Harvey Coleman III, cum laude. Austin Powell Collins. Michaela Claire Cabry Condick, magna cum laude. Cameron Brooke Conklin, magna cum laude. Cody Lane Connell. James Ashton Connor, cum laude. Emily Contreras. Sarah Brianna Conway. Brennan Matthew Cook, magna cum laude. Desiree Raina Cooper, cum laude.
Victoria Leanne Cortez. Lillian Jean Courtwright. Luis Alejandro Crespo. Sean William Crook. Rachel Nicole Cummings. Kevin Denai. Cameron Renchez Dang, summa cum laude. Brianna Nicole Daphnis, summa cum laude. Cameron Dion Davis. Samantha Elizabeth Davis. Sarah Lauren Davis. Rachel Nandayu Deal. Christopher Michael De Leon, cum laude. Maria Marcella Dennis. Desi Valentino Denofa, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Elise Diaz, magna cum laude. Ram Kumar Diaz. Natalie Dillard. Madison Melrose DeShaw, summa cum laude. Aaron Bailey Donovan. Ryan Delaney Donovan. Jordan Nicole Dorch, magna cum laude. Ryan Michael Dow. Jillian Michelle Doyle. Timothy Charles Drake. Lake Harrison Duguay. Crystal Ann Dunnigan. Banus James Dunn, summa cum laude. Mackay Quick Duport, cum laude. Brant Christopher Durden. Kobe Spencer Dyer. Shamik Glouden Earl. Chandler Blaine Elliott, magna cum laude. William Hunter Emanuel. Gregory Dylan Engel, magna cum laude. Linda Renee Ennis, magna cum laude. Jasmine Liana Escalante. Zeta Zeray Sotelo Espinosa. Ethan Armando Espiritu. Megan Elaine Ewald. Robert Donnelly Ferris. Christian Bailey Fawcett. Richard Henry Fernandez, cum laude. Sophia Gabriela Fernandez. Garrett Avery Few. Mary Jane Field. Dane Michael Fife. Haley Jewel Finn. Braden Alexander Fisher. Denise Eileen Fleischer. Layla Adina Flores. Trevin Jacob Flores. Robert Tegan Foley, summa cum laude. Julia Grace Ford, cum laude.
Kendra Ray Ford. Macy Nicole Fox. Brooke Nicole Franklin. Bailey Cantrell Frydenberg. Haley Lynn Fry. Amber Rochelle Fuentes. Melissa Galeana. Victoria Marie Galindo, cum laude. Jose Juan Galvan. Carla Garcia Burgos, magna cum laude. Aaliyah Brooke Garcia. Brianna Norel Garcia, cum laude. Matthew Christos Garcia. Maya Sue Garcia. Juan Garza Jr. Cam Jacob Garza. Kaylee Reyna Garza. Robert Garza IV. Jacob Matthew Godet. Grace Evelyn Gay, cum laude. Maria Guadalupe Gayton. Braxton Thomas Garrick. Keanu Raiden Jigo. Hayden Eli Glockengeiser. Christina Eileen Gomez. Alejandro Trinidad Gonzalez III. Leah Simone Gonzalez. Christopher Ruben Grafe. Heather Marie Graham, summa cum laude. Carson Page Graves. Thomas Martin Green. Brooke Madison Grigsby. Alyssa Tyler Grubbs, cum laude. Joel Rodrigo Guajardo. Gabriella Nicole Gio. Taryn Mary Gullidge. Carly Nicole Gunn. Hunter J. Gunther. Jason Adam Gunther Jr. Kristen Nicole Gusky. Anasty Shea Guthrie. Humberto Ricardo Gutierrez Paez. Alex James Guzman. Jake Dylan Haddock. Matthew William Hainsley. Anirban Anik Haldar, cum laude. Blaine Jason Hall. Caitlin Nicole Hall. Peter Cameron Hall. Aiden Patrick Halmy. Jason Daniel Hamilton. Alexander Hayden Hankins. Kyler Chase Lyman Hansberry. Savannah Adele Harrelson, magna cum laude.
Brandon Dean Hart. Clove Mary Hatfield. Kyle Theodore Hauser, magna cum laude. Joshua Todd Haflick, cum laude. Zachary Richard Hayes. Joshua Allen Hurd. Bailey Renee Heisler. Peyton C. Heiberger, magna cum laude. Robert Dylan Hefner. Angela Sue Henry, summa cum laude. Hunter Riley Hempill. James David Henderson, magna cum laude. Caitlin Marie Herman. Alan Hernandez, cum laude. Alina Lauren Hernandez. Dionysus Hernandez. Joaquin Antonio Hernandez. Kaylee Brianna Hernandez. Sebastian Faustino Herrion. Edson Abel Herrera Molina. Austin Michael Herter. Christopher Allen Herter. Kylie Gail Hester. Savannah Madison Hillier. Clayton Edward Henson, magna cum laude. Ethan Theodore Herner. Trinity Sabrine Hofpire. Katie Madison Hoke. Tyler John Holden. Sydney Nicole Holland, cum laude. Abigail Grace Holman. Zawe Kalani Hollabeck. Hallie Elaine Honeycutt. Taylor Elizabeth Hobshire, summa cum laude. Sophie Marie Hornung, summa cum laude. Matthew Thomas Hostler. Haley Grace Housewright. Hannah Michelle Hughes, magna cum laude. Jordan Anthony Humphrey. Brandy Paige Hunter. Sarah Lauren Huntley. Alyssa Marie Highland, cum laude. Stephanie Celeste Izquierdo. Christopher Douglas Ingenthrone, cum laude. Tiana J. Irizarry. Stefan Darrell Isaac. Shion Ito, summa cum laude. Samuel David James, summa cum laude. Dakota Blake Jankoviak. Naomi Michaela Jean, summa cum laude. Emily Lynn Jernigan. Lauren Stephanie Jernigan, summa cum laude.
Gabriella Kathleen Jimenez. Travis Drew Jones. Melissa Jasmine Juarez. Alyssa Gabrielle Kaperick. Cameron Wade Keys. Everett Miller Kidwell. Mason Drake Kim. Caleb Ryan King. Gabrielle Lauren Kippina, magna cum laude. Caleb James Kistner. Garrett Thomas Klinger, magna cum laude. Ja Young Ku, cum laude. Connor Lee Krennick. Amanda Ray Cunell, magna cum laude. Kayla Louise Kumar Mazier. Kirsten Blair Cunard, cum laude. Caitlin Lori Landers. Cassidy Nicole Landers. Jordan Ann Landry. Daniel Christopher Lang, cum laude. Reed Allen Lang. Catherine Elizabeth Lanier. Jade Elizabeth Laura. Carl Javier Philippe LaRua. Blake Evan LaValle. Carlton Javier Lawrence. Nicole Mari LeBlanc. Brian Lee. Carson Zachary Lee. Michaela Paige Leskovian. Amin Sean Lewis Jr. Marcy Ann Tracy Lewis. Clark Lennon. J. Barton Walker Lindsay. Evan Ryan Lingo, magna cum laude. Sire Lintau. Aquatia Chanel Littlejohn. Sydney Bryce Livingston. Julia Alinra Lopez. Leonel Lopez IV. Travis Connor Lopez. Yesenia Isabel Lopez. Cynthia Elizabeth Laredo. Madison Nicole Lowry. Samuel Carter Lucas. Lorenzo Raphael Lunar. Madison Claire Lucier. Troy Stephen Lemuel Jr. Courtney Susan Macris. Brett Tristan Malroy, summa cum laude. Kaylee Olivia Manchester. Maria Susanna Marquez. Sarah Catherine Marsh, magna cum laude.
Ricky Stiles Martin. Ricky Lee Martinez. Brendan James Martinson. Quentin Irvin Mason. Harrison Gray Massey, summa cum laude. Scott Lee Massey II. George Goodwin Masterson, summa cum laude. Clayton Mars Mathis, cum laude. Mackenzie Lane May, magna cum laude. Zachary Kirk McCorkadale, cum laude. Isabella Sophia McKean. Reese William McShane. Seth Houston Melton, summa cum laude. Celise Annabelle Mendoza, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Salvador Mendoza. Pranav Ram Menon, cum laude. Mackenzie Ann Merrill. Joshua Michael Meyer. William Matthew Myers. Ayla Carolyn Miftari. Alexandra Jean Francis Minor. Joshua Kim Minion. Clarissa Celeste Miranda. Caitlin Elizabeth Moe, summa cum laude. Devontae Davion Moffitt. Richard Joseph Moffitt. Jennifer Lee Montalvo. Cassandra Lene Montemayor. Lucia Monzon. Nikolai Cordero Moore, magna cum laude. McKenna Nicole Moorhead. Renee Guadalupe Morgan. Jake Thomas Morris. Shelby Marie Morris. Ty John Ian Mosley. Tyler Anthony Mostello. Justin Allen Mundell. Dalia Margarita Munoz. Lucas Payne Munson. Marcella Monica Munson. Sydney Joe Murphy. Jonathan Preston Myers. April Nicole Nace. Rachel Marie Neff, cum laude. Sage Riley Nell. Christian Holt Nettles. Joseph Allen Newman. Linda Tui Hong Nguyen, magna cum laude. Skylee Janelle Nickel. Noah Scott Nicodemus. Juliana Faith Niedermeyer, magna cum laude. Philip Christopher Neiman, cum laude. Thomas Christopher Neiman, summa cum laude.
Jennifer Lee Ann Nowak. Lance Arthur Nutter. Jordan Haley O'Banion, summa cum laude. Emily Eve Odell. Luke Alexander O'Donnell. Jeb O'Brien Olivier, summa cum laude. Chelsea Isis Olvera. Allison Lynn O'Rourke. James Philip Price. Elizabeth Rain Packard, cum laude. Hector David Padron, Jr. Destiny Christina Pilata. Ella Elaine Ashwini Parr. Jonathan Richard Pascali. Ashna Anil Patel. Shivam Patel. Caitlin Marie Polly. Bailey Jean Peak. Ashley Marie Pennington. Bianca Noel Peoples. Ashlyn Jewel Perry. Wyatt Layton Perry. Benjamin Edward Pestovic. Alexis Ariana Pete. Adrian Lewis Pfeiffer Zingray. Chadwin Van Pham. Diana Knock Pham, magna cum laude. Savannah Lennon Pickens, cum laude. Julio Alexander Pinzon Jimenez. Spiridon Paniotis Pipos. Christian Edwin Polk. Angel Shekinah Garialos Presas, magna cum laude. Sydney Rachel Quinn. Jordan Danielle Reagan, cum laude. Justin Alexander Rierick. Sophia Shade Reddington, magna cum laude. Damian Trey Ryder. Lacey Catherine Resmeyer, summa cum laude. Jeanette Guadalupe Reta. Mark Anthony Reyna, magna cum laude. Rachel Ann Reyna, cum laude. Heather Nicole Rhodes, summa cum laude. John Edward Richard II. Nicholas Grant Richard. Olivia Christine Richard, cum laude. Casey Allen Riley. Ashley Nicole Rissmiller, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Rittershaus. Christopher Allen Robinson. Diane Davian Robinson, cum laude. Madison Diane Robinson. Emily Ann Rodriguez. Noah Joel Ray Rodriguez.
Emily Renee Hills. Joshua Russell Rowe. Thomas Earl Roger, summa cum laude. Mariah Mary Rosenow. Drusilla Marie Ravido. Laura Lee May Rowland. Carissa Marie Rulander, cum laude. Kendall Rochelle Sabin, summa cum laude. Samantha Deanna Salazar. Haley Danielle Saldivar. Omar Arturo Sanchez de la Torre, cum laude. Cameron Lee Sanders. Jailene Isis Marie Santos. Divya Rajesh Sashatal, summa cum laude. Nathan Joseph Saunders. Benjamin William Saxon. Shane Lee Scarborough. Madeline Elizabeth Schaefer. William Joseph Schwander. Ashton Taylor Scott. Brianna Leandrea Scott. Taylor Caroline Scott, summa cum laude. Dylan Michael Scroggins. Joseph Alexander Segura. Franklin Jonas Seibert, cum laude. Damian Allen Sellers. Nisha Rajesh Shah, cum laude. Manny Shah. Chloe Elizabeth Sharp, cum laude. Julia Isabella Schaefer, magna cum laude. Emma Rosemary Sherfield, cum laude. Carson Alexander Shields. Micah Angela Shriver, magna cum laude. Ian Stone Shulsky. Lauren May Silvestri, summa cum laude. Jacob James Simmons. Abigail Claire Skagandi. Riley Craig Smulligan. Benjamin Austin Smith. Chase Meridian Smith. Eric Renee Smith. Logan Monroe Smith. Cody Ashton Stakes. Dakota Christopher Stamper. Jack Trevor Stansel, summa cum laude. McKinley Jacqueline Stevens, magna cum laude. Tyler Charles Stevens. Kenya Alexandria Stewart. Megan Elizabeth Stewart. Shane McCormick Stewart, summa cum laude. Montana Sullivan. Alexis Rochelle Swain, cum laude. Jambris Edward Swan, magna cum laude. Zachary Allen Swanson. Mackenzie Noel Swice. Wasim Amir Taha.
Brandon Austin Tandle. Justine Gail Landong Tay. Gabriel Terrazuz. Parker Alexander Thiessen. Drake Patrick Tierney, magna cum laude. Jaden Reese Trader. Nicholas Antonio Trevino. Grant Robert Tugwell, summa cum laude. Morgan Alyssa Turley, summa cum laude. Carson Paul Turner, magna cum laude. Francesca Marie Turner, magna cum laude. Kayla Renee Ulrich. Tyler Delbert Valentine. Trinity Ayana Varela. Dulce Guadalupe Vasquez Pantino. Valerie Francis Vidimus. Sarah Asha Vogel, summa cum laude. Benjamin Austin Walker. Jordan Mackenzie Wall. John William Washington. Lindsay Ann Walls. Dalton Lee Weatherly. Avery Pate Wygand. Nikayla Tiffany Weller. Ellis Conrad Went, magna cum laude. David Andrew West. Macy Addison Westall. Leslie Elizabeth Westergaard. Mila Mackenzie Wetz, summa cum laude. Jet Lawson Watley. David Hugh Wheelis. Graham Evans Whittington, cum laude. Alyssa Alexandria Wilcox Valdez. Sophia Marie Willie. Chandler McCade Williams. Harper Lane Williams Dow, magna cum laude. Jerry Lynn Williamson III, summa cum laude. Kaylin Marie Wimmer. Joshua Isaiah Wynn. Preston Alexander Winton. Jake Connor Whitty, summa cum laude. Bercy N. Woka. Emily Paige Woodard. Alexandria Rose Wrightington. Erin Elisa Ibarra. Tracy Edward Yoakum. Scott Allen Zamora. Carol Nazareth Zamudio. Karina Francis Zapalak, summa cum laude. Allison Elizabeth Zavora. Rebecca Daniel Zarachek. Valerie Alexandra Zutuski.
At this time, I would like to ask our senior members of the Clear Falls Choir to please make your way to the front. Graduates, family members, friends, and special guests, please stand as we sing our school song.
We stand for thee, O clear false eye, hearts and voices raised in song, in praise of thee, O clear false eye, green and black forever strong. Valiantly will blaze the trail, loyal hearts will never fail. Strength and wisdom will prevail for thee, O clear false
Seniors, I commend you on earning your high school diploma. At this time, please move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left, signifying that you are now alumni of Clear Falls High School. Thank you all for attending, and congratulations, graduates.